All of us have parts of us we fear are unlovable. Whew. So all of us have parts of us we fear are unlovable. Parts of us we fear don't belong. Parts of our body, parts of our past, parts of our emotional issues, our desires. And because we fear these parts make us unlovable, we push them away. We reject them. We refuse to even understand them. And this causes so much pain. So much inner turmoil. You don't have to stay feeling like that anymore. No scratching!
Me?
Yeah.
Scratching?
No scratching.
What are you talking about?
Don't scratch your leg, I can hear you. In this video, I'm gonna teach you a powerful practice to help you embrace all parts of who you are. So last week I asked you guys to tell me what you wanted to learn, and I loved all the ideas you shared. You and I have a lot in common. We care about the same things, and I can't wait to make you a video about each one of those things that you asked. So just so you know, my goal is to make you guys a video every single week to inspire you, to encourage you, and most importantly, to equip you in how to embody love and live in wholeness, and to share with you the exact practices and the ideas that have made such a profound impact in my life as a mother, as a wife, as a creative woman in the world. So this topic, how to embrace all parts of who we are, really jumped out at me because it was something that me, right here, have personally been struggling with. And I really knew I needed to work on it myself. So this video was a perfect opportunity for me to do this work too, right along with you. So I'm going to be really real and share with you what I was struggling with, and how I shifted, how I was able to shift from feeling a lot of shame and shut down to feeling pretty good. I want this to be as powerful for you as it was for me, which means pay attention and follow along as I take you step by step, and be wholehearted in as you apply it to your life. But first, why is it even important that we embrace all parts of who we are? Some people think we need to get rid of our weaknesses, to discipline or punish or shame the bad parts of us out of ourselves. This is not wisdom. It doesn't work. The way to our best selves is through love. Love ourselves, all parts of ourselves, into wholeness. Healing is a love story. And I tell that to every single one of my one-on-one clients and every single woman who comes to a Sophia retreat. And I'm sure if you're following me on Instagram, you've heard me preach it there 1,000 times. Because it's absolutely true. We love ourselves into wholeness. We love all parts of ourselves into wholeness. That is the way. Healing is a love story. Healing is a love story. Healing is a love story. If we're ever going to get to our best self, to feeling our best, it's going to come through love. Because at our best, we are love. That's who we really are. So step one, I want you to identify what you're struggling to accept. That's it. Draw a tiny dot in your journal and write all the things that you are struggling to accept yourself. All the things that you are so afraid are unlovable about you. Write them all around that tiny dot. And that tiny dot has special significance, and I'll share with you what that is in just a moment. But for right now, just write all the things. It could be one major thing that you just can't get out of your mind, and you're gonna write it several times, 12 times, 24 times. Or maybe it's many things that you're struggling to accept about yourself. You're just gonna keep writing until all of that is out of your head and onto the page. So one of those things that's kind of difficult for me to accept about myself is, for lack of a better term, my emo, dark funks, and it causes me to really feel alone and want to withdraw from the world. Actually, it causes me to withdraw from the world, and I get really cynical about pretty much everything, especially social media. I beat myself up about it. Another thing is my face. I have a hard time accepting parts of my face, and as embarrassing as it is to admit that, age is something that's happening to all of us. But there's a part of me that's really afraid of getting older, and when I take selfies or take photos with my husband and I just delete them all because I am noticing all the flaws and I'm noticing my skin and how it's changing. It's not the same skin I had when I was 20. I find the flaws really hard to love. I know a lot of women feel this way, and I am like a lot of women. And I'm doing work every single day to not fall down that dark hole, because it is such a dark hole. And I don't want to be there. I don't want my daughter to see me there. I don't want my daughter to ever feel that way about herself. I don't want my mom and my sisters to feel that way about themselves. And so I'm doing the inner work to learn how to love this, even as it changes. Step 2, do some EFT. Tap it out. So here we go. We're going to do some EFT, which is the Emotional Freedom Technique. If you've never heard of it before, you can Google search it, YouTube search it right after this video. It's a little weird, I admit it. You may think it's completely odd if you've never seen it before, but the results are pretty fantastic, and it saved my butt from a super dark rut so many times that I just knew I had to share it with you. To tap it out, there are 9 points. These are acupressure points on your body. They help to shift the energy. Because what we have to remember is stress isn't just in the mind. We also experience stress in the body. Holy cow! When we are struggling to accept some part of who we are, that is a really stressful situation. When we deem any part of ourselves unlovable, yeah, that causes our stress levels to spike. So we need to do something physical when we want to lower the stress. So this technique helps to cue the body that really it's okay. You're okay. You are safe. Follow along with me. It looks like this. We're going to begin by tapping what's known as the karate chop point on the hand. And there is a special phrase we're going to say as we tap and as we go through these points. First, I'm going to take you through the points. It's the karate chop point. It's the eyebrow point, right where the hair begins on that eyebrow. And then we're going to trace that eyebrow all the way down to the edge of our eye, tapping on the eye bone at the edge of our eye. The next point is underneath our eye, tapping again on that eye socket bone. The next point is right underneath the nose and underneath the lip, right where that crease is, near your chin. And then these points right below the collarbone. And if you want to, you can take your whole hand and tap. Another point is the bra strap zone, right here at the side of the ribs. And the last point is the crown of the head. There you have it. Those are your 9 points. Now, let's marry it with the magic phrase. I love this phrase so much. And it goes like this. Even though, ... and you're going to input all those things you wrote down in step 1 that you deem unlovable about yourself, you think are impossible to accept. Even though, that thing that I'm struggling with. Even though I'm struggling with this thing. And here's the magical phrase that comes next. I deeply and unconditionally love and accept myself. So here's what it looks like in action. Even though I'm afraid that my YouTube videos totally suck, I deeply and unconditionally love and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid that the world thinks I'm nuts, I deeply and unconditionally love myself. Even though sometimes I go into dark funks and I really struggle with self-doubt, I deeply and unconditionally love and accept myself. Even though I have these spider veins on my legs and these varicose veins that make me feel old love myself. Even though I feel like I've missed the boat on some things and I'm not there yet, I deeply, unconditionally love myself. So there you go. That's how you do it. It's that simple, it's that ridiculous, and somehow it works. And step 3, create your circle of belonging. Turn back to your journal and flip to a new page. This time you're going to draw a giant circle, as big as you can get it, to fill the entire page. And I want you to rewrite everything you deemed unlovable from step 1 inside this circle. This circle is the circle of belonging. That dot represents how much you allow yourself to belong to yourself. And now we're expanding it so that all parts of who you are can belong. Every single part of you belongs. And now we've done the work to let our subconscious know, to let our body know it's actually okay. It's okay that we struggle with this. We can still choose to unconditionally and deeply love and accept ourselves. And now we're going to really affirm that with this step 3 action, which is to rewrite those things that we decided were once unlovable. Now we're deciding that's okay. These can belong. Every part of me can belong. I can choose to allow every part of me to belong because I deeply and unconditionally accept myself, all parts of myself. And step 4, notice how you're feeling, and if you're feeling better, lock it in. No doubt you experienced a shift in all of that, and you're feeling a bit better than you were before. So I want you to lock in that goodness. And how you're going to do that is this really magical, simple process of bringing all your attention to your hands. This helps us become supremely present. And then, when we are present, attention in the palms of our hands, bring that goodness that your body is feeling into the palms and make a fist. And you're going to make a fist, and you're going to make a strong fist and really seal it in. Lock it in, all that goodness, and say, I choose to embrace every part of who I am. I choose to embrace all parts of who I am. Squeeze really hard now. I choose to embrace all parts of who I am. And then exhale, big smile, release, and just say so be it. There you go. Yay, you did it! Congratulations! You know how to embrace all parts of who you are if you want to, yeah. And I hope you want to, because you are so lovable just as you are. And so am I. And we are losing light so fast. I had to do this video on daylight savings time, so I have one less hour of the day, but I am determined to get this video made for you, so we are not gonna quit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get to the end. If you're just watching this and your eyebrow is raised, don't knock it till you try, okay? You can hate it and you can say that it doesn't work for you, but you have to give it a good go first. This may not work for you, but it may work for you. And holy cow, how awesome will it be if you find something that does work for you, that helps you shift out of that rut into feeling good about who you are. You don't have to wait one more day to start feeling better, to start feeling more whole. Because what's true is that you already are whole. And all of this inner work is just to help you really recognize it and feel it and own it and live from that wholeness. So yes, we've officially lost all the light of this day. If you like this practice and you want to see more of them, then please click this link to join the free 30-day challenge when it opens. When does it open? Well, I need your help with that. It'll open when we hit a tipping point of 1,000 women. So you can make it happen by sharing this video with a friend. Let's all be on this wholeness path together. In the meantime, connect with me in the comments below. I'm really gonna work on embracing my dark emo side and my face as it changes. And I want to hear from you. What are 1 or 2 or 3 things that you're gonna work on embracing too? So I'll leave you with this, a quote, one of my favorite quotes by Rilke. Perhaps all the dragons in our life are princesses who are waiting to see us act just once with beauty and courage. Perhaps everything that frightens us is, in its essence, something helpless that wants our love. It's safe now to embrace all parts of who you are. All those parts just want your love.